Most people are stuck in the have, do, be mindset. They think once I have the thing, once I have the confidence, once I have the money, once I have the time, I'll take the action and then I'll finally be successful. But what if it's the other way around? What if the real shift, the one that actually changes your life, is be, do, have? If you've been feeling stuck, behind, or feel like you've been waiting for proof, this might be the video that changes everything. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Hi, my amazing, wonderful bestie. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of my favorite topics, and it's the be, do, have mindset. This is one of the things that has really shifted my brain, and I feel like has really helped me show up as the person that I am today. It showed me that you don't get the life you want by chasing it. Get it by becoming the version of you who already has it. Okay, we're gonna start breaking it down by what is the have, do, be mindset and what is the be, do, have mindset. The old model is of what we're taught: have, do, be. When I have more time or more money or more confidence, then I'll finally start showing up. But here's the truth. That way of thinking keeps you stuck. It keeps you waiting. It keeps you playing small. The empowered model is, and honestly how the universe works, is the be, do, have model. I start being the version of me who has what I want. I start taking action from her energy. And the results come because I'm aligned with her. This clicked for me when I had to be real with myself and was like, damn, I really am waiting for proof. I was waiting to feel ready. I was waiting to feel validated. But the version of me I was dreaming of, she wasn't waiting. She didn't care about any of that, actually. You don't attract your next level life by lack or waiting. You attract it when you start living from the energy of your future self. And that doesn't mean faking it. That means tapping into it. I'll be honest with you. I used to get stuck in burnout and I was in constant little ruts all of the time. It was like an ongoing cycle for me. And I used to blame it on everything. I would blame it on my routines. I would blame it on my work schedule, my business. I would even blame it on my menstrual cycle sometimes. But the truth is, I was the one holding myself back with this mindset. Once I have the time, then I'll create the content, then I'll work on my business, and then I'll be successful. And that loop only led to overwhelm, burnout, and constant negative self-talk. The moment everything changed was when I discovered the be, do, have mindset. I think I read the book, You Are a Badass by Jen whatever. It introduced that mindset to me, and I feel like I had always heard it before, but the way that she broke it down, I was kind of like able to see the big picture. Because it wasn't just for productivity, it also showed me and helped me with my spiritual transformation. Because I was really tapping into that higher version of me, that true version of my inner being. And that shift sparked something special in me. It sparked growth, gratitude, and just like real meaningful change. Once I started waking up and asking, how would the confident version of myself show up today? Everything shifted. I started dressing for her, filming for her, spoke from her energy, and then life began to reflect that version back to me. So here are 3 practical ways to embody BE energy. I call this first one the morning self-concept check-in. Before you get your day started, ask yourself, who do I want to be today? Not what do I need to do? Who do I need to be while doing it? Let's say you want to be more confident. That version of you, she's not overthinking her decisions. She gets ready even when no one's watching. And she shows up and says, this is enough. I am enough. In this morning self-concept check-in, I want you to make it sacred. I want you to make it personal to you. You could journal affirmations that she would tell herself. That's what I do. You can dress with her energy in mind. I do that too. You could meditate and tap into her frequency. I'm just telling y'all everything that I do. You could make your morning tea like she would. You could make your breakfast like she would. You could even drive the route to work that she would. The point is that you make actions, you do things in the energy that she embodies, because this will give you those same feelings and emotions that she has. Because one of the greatest tools that we have for healing is our emotions and allowing our mind and body to feel. We can go deeper in another video, but this is really what quantum leaping is, when you quantum leap into that version. But anyway, I used to wake up with the energy and thought of, what do I have to do to prove I'm enough today? And now I ask myself, how can I be kind to myself and still choose to show up as her? That version of you who already has what you want, she's grounded. She's not rushing or panicking. She's safe in her body. And she creates from a place of peace, not pressure. So instead of forcing a whole new identity overnight, light a candle, move your body, pause before the doom scroll. Let it be soft. Let it be intentional, and let it be easy. And number 2, I would call this reverse engineering your routine. One of my favorite sayings is, don't shit on yourself. I used to wake up and think, okay, what should I do today to feel productive? What should I do today to feel like I'm enough? And honestly, that always led to burnout, guilt, and always feeling behind. Instead of planning your day based on shoulds, ask yourself, what would my highest self do today? Not in a pressury, perfect way, but in a curious, experimental way. One of my favorite things that helped shift my perspective was doing these little experiments every day. I started making decisions from her perspective, not from the version of me who was stressed, overthinking, or chasing validation. And after the first couple times of choosing what she would choose, something clicked. I felt it in my body, in my energy, in how I spoke. It was like I didn't have to overthink anymore. That version of me was just easier to access. It became natural. So instead of asking, what should I do today? Try asking, what would the version of me who's deeply grounded, confident, and taking care of herself choose right now? What would feel aligned, not forced? What decision brings me closer to the woman I feel like I'm becoming? It doesn't have to be a big thing either. Sometimes it's just choosing a softer tone with yourself. Sometimes it's just putting perfume on just for you. Saying no to something that drains you. Listen, this is how you stop performing and start embodying. You start doing things for you and nobody else. And I don't mean it in a selfish way either. This is how you're pouring into your cup, bit by bit, choice by choice. She becomes you. You don't have to make a big change overnight to step into this mindset. Sometimes it's about one small ritual that reminds your body and nervous system, it's okay. We're okay. We're just becoming. You don't need a 5 a.m. miracle routine. You need rhythm. You need intention, and you can let that be enough. Let your routine reflect who you're becoming. And the last tip, micro decisions turn into macro identity. We've been talking about choices and making those decisions based from your higher self, right? Well, it's because every choice, no matter how small, is a vote for the version of you you're becoming. Don't overthink too hard, but with each decision, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to her or further? Here's this quote that I keep coming back to. It's not fake it till you make it. It's choosing alignment until it's undeniable. You don't step into the next level by shaming your current self. You step into it by loving every part of yourself and making decisions based out of that self-love. When something triggers me now or self-doubt starts creeping in, I ask myself, what does she need right now? Sometimes I even ask, what does my younger self need right now? Because sometimes I get triggered because my inner child is getting triggered. So I ask, what does she need right now? What do I need right now? And then I ask, what would the self-loving version of me do next? Sometimes the answer is rest. Sometimes it's just posting anyway. And sometimes it's just taking a deep breath and choosing stillness over spiraling. And if you're not convinced enough, here's why this shifts everything. When you lead with being, your confidence becomes unshakable. You stop waiting. You stop asking for permission. And your reality starts catching up with your identity. It's inevitable. So this isn't about perfection. It's about intention. And you don't have to be her all the time. I honestly don't expect you to. It's like doing your best. All I want is for you to just choose her a little more than you did yesterday. That's how change becomes inevitable. Because it's like that quote, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So if you're in a season where you feel stuck, behind, not enough, I just want you to know, you're already becoming her. You're already doing enough. Start with one small thing today. Choose kindness. Choose being in the present moment. And keep showing up from the version of you who knows she's already worthy of all that she wants. Not because she has it all figured out, but because she never stopped trying. This is why it's inevitable. If this shifted something for you, please like, subscribe. And if you want to go deeper, Tuesday's podcast episode is where the real tea gets poured. I love you so much, bestie. Have an amazing day. Bye.